Welcome back, everybody. Hour 2, April 21st, 2014. The phones are ringing off the hook, so let's get right to it. Clinton from Minnesota is back. Let's see what he's up to. Hey, Clinton, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm great, but I'll get better. Thanks for the phone call. What's up?
Well, just first of all, I want to give you credit here for you and Dr. Wallach. You guys are really a revelation and giving great understanding. And so I appreciate your advice. I've been listening to you and Dr. Wallach here for probably the last 3-4 months. And actually, I'm supposed to not be able to talk to you because I had a stroke about 18 months ago. and so, yeah, I'm no real physical impairments or anything like that. Cognition is really coming back, and I was actually laid up for a couple of weeks, so you can recover if you do the right things. And so one of the two main reasons that I'm calling today is, first of all, to discuss I guess it's diverticulitis and prostate. And I have a very dear friend of mine that their mother is dealing with that issue right there. And so I'm trying to get some good information from you. And then I guess the son-in-law also is dealing with a prostate issue.
All right. Well, first of all, I appreciate the props. And it's a team effort, man. I couldn't do it without you, and vice versa. I mean, somebody's got to start the ball rolling. And if we really want to trace it back, it's Doc. I mean, Wallach really started the ball rolling. A lot of people in longevity picked it up. I came along. I've become the second witness to Dr. Wallach. Somebody had to do it.
Absolutely.
Right, so I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate the kind words. Now, diverticulitis is a flare-up of a chronic condition called diverticulosis. And diverticulosis, it's kind of like little tiny skin tags in your colon. And they shouldn't be there. They're there as a result of faulty metabolism and inappropriate diet and not enough medical nutrition. And if you eat, it's kind of like another way to look at it would be kind of like a little tiny paper cut. If you had a paper cut in your hand and you got a little lemon juice in there, woo-hoo-hoo, man, that would sting like a son of a gun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you've got these little skin tag things in your colon, and they shouldn't be there, depending on what you eat and how much you eat and how well you chewed it, and too many variables to predict. The food, as it's passing through the digestive tract, can rub up against a little skin tag there, and if it hits it just the right way, it can cause an irritation similar to lemon juice getting into a cut. And when that happens, it hurts, and it's painful, and it's cramping, and there can be blood, and it ain't no fun to be dealing with diverticulitis. But the MDs are nuts about this because they do not care what causes it. They don't care. They don't care. They have no eye at all towards what's causing it. Their rationale is to go in and cut it out, right? So when this happens, over and over and over and over and over again, and it's really painful and it's no fun, the MD's solution is to give anti-inflammatories and pain meds, anti-inflammatories, anti-peristaltic stuff that constipates the crap out of you. Because they're not concerned, nor do they have any idea whatsoever about what's causing this, so they're just trying to deaden the pain and deaden the inflammation. That's all that they do, until it gets so bad that they're just going to say, well, we're just going to go in and cut your colon out. We're going to cut your guts out. No problemo.
Wow.
And it's insane, right? So remember, the arthritis, right, the bad joint is not the disease. It's the result of the disease. The funky heart is not the disease. It's the result of the disease. The little skin tag the little cut, the little diverticuli in the colon is not the disease. It's the result of the disease. It's the body's response to the disease process. And the MDs don't give a hoot about the disease process at all. They don't care about it. And which is it's mind-numbing to me how somebody can go to school wanting to be a doctor, wanting to be a physician, right? I mean, a lot of people are called to medicine. It's not like they're into it for the money. Some are, for sure. Some are, maybe the majority. But there are some people that go because they really want to help people. And it blows my mind that someone like that can go through medical school and never ask the question, well, what causes the inflammation? Nobody does. It's nuts. I mean, it's a ship of fools, and I think it's my biggest reason that I recommend people fire their MDs, because the way that the MD is trained to think about illness is insane. It's crazy. So from our point of view, what is it that causes the process that makes this tissue in the colon get funky? Well, it's wheat, barley, rye, and oats, oil in a bottle, fried food, the 10 bad foods. So consistent consumption of food that's inappropriate for the human body over time will make something in the body break, and sometimes what breaks in the body is the colon, and when that happens you get diverticulosis and then diverticulitis. So, and now this is a digestive issue, right? So remember, man, this isn't rocket science, and moving forward with longevity, it's easy breezy lemon squeezy. Because we don't treat diverticulitis, we don't treat congestive heart failure, we don't treat asthma, we don't treat arthritis, we don't treat fibromyalgia. All that we do is support and promote the body's ability to optimize its function and structure. That's all that we do. So this, of course, is a digestive issue because it's happening in the digestive tract. So the recommendation would be 1 healthy digestion pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. That's a very good place to start. Now, and eliminate the 10 bad foods. Now, because of the inflammation that's present here, there's 2 other things that you can do. You can add a product called Maqui Plus. That's M-A-Q-U-I. M-A-Q-U-I Plus. You can add the Maqui Plus because that will help to calm down the irritation in the colon. It will help to calm down the irritation. It's kind of like, that has the same stuff in it, aloe vera, that people put on burns. Like, you ever rubbed aloe vera on a burn? It's very soothing, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's soothing internally, too. So if there's inflammation in the gut, you take a little aloe vera and, man, and it feels, it feels right as rain. So the Maqui Plus, I would give 4 ounces a day for 2 weeks. 4 ounces a day for 2 weeks should be plenty.
4 ounces? 4 ounces?
Yeah, 1 ounce 4 times a day for 2 weeks. Yeah.
4 ounces.
So give her a bottle. Get her 1 bottle of the Maqui Plus. That should be all that you need, and go for it for 2 weeks. On top of the digestion pack, and because of the inflammation, there's one other thing that you can do that would help. The CM capsules. The CM capsules. Get a bottle or 2 of the CM capsules and take, 2, 4, or 6 a day of the CM capsules. But really, the biggest thing moving forward for this person is they have to stop eating the food that's coming up to. If she doesn't do that, or he doesn't do that, or whoever it is, this ain't never going to work, and it's just going to come back, right? So
it's getting rid of the 10 bad foods. Get rid of that immediately first, and then start with the digestive pack and using the Maqui Plus, 4 ounces. Did you say how many times a day?
Yeah, 1 ounce 4 times a day.
1 ounce.
4 times a day for 2 weeks.
1 ounce, okay. 4 times a day. Okay.
For 2 weeks, yeah. That's a really good place for them to start. Now, the other condition was high blood pressure, did you say?
No. The other piece is for the prostate.
Oh, so to support prostate health, we do selenium and the Prost FX. So the recommendation would be, I prefer for this the anti-aging healthy start pack. So I would do 1 anti-aging healthy start pack, 2 selenium, and 1 Prost FX per 100 pounds. Prost, yeah. P like Peter, R like Roger, O like Oscar, S like Sam, T like Thomas. Prost FX per 100 pounds per month. So that's 1 anti-aging healthy start pack, 2 selenium, and 1 bottle of Prost FX per 100 pounds of body weight per month, plus eliminate the 10 bad foods. And there's a yoga exercise that anybody with a prostate condition should do 2 or 3 times a day. It's called the locust, like the bug, the locust, LOCUST. Just go online and look that up. Have them do the locust pose for a couple minutes in the morning, couple minutes in the noontime, couple minutes in the evening. It really goes a long way to support and promote a healthy functioning prostate.
Just so I'm on point here. So the 1 bottle of the Prost FX, you want 1 anti-aging pack for the prostate, and now the selenium here, is that 2 bottles? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, 2 bottles of selenium per 100 pounds of body weight per month. So if they're 200 pounds, or they need 4 bottles of selenium a month, right?
Okay, I got you. I got it. So 1 ounce for the now I'm skipping back here, for the diverticulitis, we want 1 ounce 4 times a day for 2 weeks. Is that correct?
Of the Mac-E Plus, yep.
Yep, of the Mac-E Plus. Okay, now the CM capsules, how many capsules are they supposed to take a day?
Well, nobody knows. You can't overdo it with that. That's the intention of that is to knock down inflammation anywhere in the body in a way that's not going to harm the body. So, do 2 of those a day, 4 a day, 6 a day, 8 a day. Doesn't really matter. Mess around with it. Whatever's really in the budget is kind of a good place to start.
Okay, so I got I'm going to take up about 15, 20 more seconds here real quick. Now, are these shows, your shows are archived, is that correct?
Yeah, they're all archived, and you can get them for free at the website, fireyourmdnow.com. What's better is to become a subscriber, become a Dr. Glidden Insider. You get tons more information, health webinars, and all. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Peter Glidden here. If you haven't already done it, please visit the website. Tell all your friends and family members about it. Tons of free information on the website. And if you want to pony up $20 a month, which will be the best health expenditure you have ever expenditured in your life, do it. Become a Dr. Glidden Insider and gain immediate access to my online health recovery information. And if you like what we talk about on the radio, I go into detail in my health webinars. I have PowerPoint slides. I've got all kinds of stuff already done. Plus, as a subscriber, you get access to 5 hours of live webinars a week. 5 hours of live webinars a week that you can use to help grow your longevity business by helping us to spread our message of health recovery through science-based, clinically verified medical nutrition. Zandra in Chicago is back. Hey, Zandra, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Hi, Dr. Glidden. Oh, so glad I was able to get through. Okay, these are my issues. Okay, I have been on the colloidal minerals and then the healthy brain and heart pack since I think like August or September.
Okay.
I ran out of everything for like the past month. I just had some couple EFAs left. I just finished those, but I'll have everything back and by Wednesday. So the last 2 weeks, I've been getting, like in my left shoulder, I had a lot of issues with this left shoulder, but it's like a tightness, and a burning, and then goes into my elbow and into my wrist. My left wrist is like tingly, my baby finger and my left wrist kind of tingly, and then my left ankle tingling.
Oh, that's interesting. How old are you? How tall are you? How much do you weigh?
I weigh 114 pounds. I am 5'1", and I will be 50 years old on the 29th.
All right, good girl. You sound like you're pretty good as far as height and weight and everything goes, especially at your age.
I work out I work out like crazy too. So.
Yeah. Okay. And all right. And have you eliminated the 10 bad foods?
Totally. I'm organic. I don't eat any of that crap, none of the garbage. I only put good stuff in my body.
And you're gluten-free.
Gluten-free, and I was diagnosed with high blood pressure maybe a year and a half ago, but I've not been on the medication since August, but I do monitor my blood pressure since I started the Healthy Heart and Brain Pack. I've not needed it, but I do monitor my blood pressure. I have a thing I monitor it daily. So.
Okay. Do you know or do you have any type of relationship with a chiropractor?
I don't.
Okay. Well, you might want to shop around for a chiropractor in your neighborhood that has an EKG machine, because I think it would be prudent for you, with the history of blood pressure, to go just to have someone hook you up to an EKG machine and see how your heart's doing. Because I know it's a long shot, but the stuff in your left shoulder could be related to a heart issue, and I'd kind of like to rule that out. And the only reason I am ruling it out, or even thinking about it, is because of the history of the high blood pressure stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now the last person, better safe than sorry, right? The last person you want to go to for this is an MD, the absolute last person. So shop around, see if you can't find a chiropractor that has an EKG machine in their office. So the more progressive ones do. In any event, I would kind of hold that in the back of my mind. I have another question, though, about the shoulder thing and the arm thing. Is it related to weather at all?
This just started. I've never had it before. I would say the last couple of weeks. This just started the last couple of weeks. The tinglingness in my wrist and in my finger.
Yeah,
that started the last couple of weeks.
Okay, so it's funny that this should be happening all the way down the arm, and that makes me think of something called a brachial outlet syndrome. You might want to look that up online. Brachial outlet syndrome. B like baby, R-A-C like Charlie, H-I-A-L, brachial outlet syndrome. There's a little tunnel in your shoulder that the blood vessels and the nerves that feed your arm go through in order to get to your arm, right? They got to get there somewhere, and there's like a little tunnel there. It's called the brachial plexus, and if the muscles around that tunnel squeeze too much, get spastic too much, get a little crampy too much, then all the stuff going into the arm can be affected, and I think that's what's happening with you. So stick around.
It's like burning. I get like a burning in my shoulder.
I get it. That makes sense to me. All right. So we're up against the hard break. Stick around, Xandra. I'll give you some more advice when we come back. I appreciate the phone call. Fire your MD now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden, your steadfast advocate for health. Stick around. And we're finishing it up with Xandra in Chicago here. All right, Xandra. So the deal is that I think that the most likely scenario here is that the muscles that are in your left shoulder are going into a little spasm. You've got a little chronic muscle cramp thing going on there, a little trigger point, muscle trigger point. That's exactly in the area around the brachial plexus, and so as those muscles squish down, the blood vessels and the nerves and everything going into the arm are compromised, and so that's caused by a calcium deficiency, calcium and magnesium deficiency. So, as an experiment, once you get your order back, for 7 days in a row, I'd like you to do 1 ounce of the white liquid calcium 3 times a day. 1 ounce of the white liquid calcium 3 times a day, and put it in a little orange juice or pineapple juice each time you do it. 1 ounce 3 times a day for 7 days. See if that doesn't make this go away. Now, in the meantime, there's one other thing you can do. You can go to the Walgreens or someplace and grab a bag of Epsom salts. Epsom salts. Do you have a bathtub at your house?
I've got a jacuzzi. Okay,
so put 1 pound of Epsom salts in a tub of hot water and soak in it, 15, 20 minutes right before bed. Epsom salt is magnesium. It's magnesium sulfate. And when you dissolve Epsom salt into hot water and then sit in it, the magnesium soaks through the skin, gets into your blood, and magnesium will make your muscles relax. So make sure you get your left shoulder under the water soaking, and then, that might be kind of a down and dirty way to get a little bit more of immediate relief in this situation. Now, the last thing that you could do, if you have access to this, is find a body worker who knows trigger point therapy, a massage therapist or a rolfer, or somebody that knows trigger point therapy, because it is entirely possible you have a chronic spastic muscle in the left shoulder area, which can be helped to go away with physical medicine. If you get the right body worker, they can get in there and work it out pretty quickly. It's going to hurt like a son of a gun, but then it'll be gone. So there's a couple things you can do, right? A couple things you can do. I think the Epsom salts is probably an immediate thing that will give you the most relief quickly.
Because I just talk to different people, and, they say such crazy stuff, because most people believe in drugs, and it just was it started making me think all kinds of crazy stuff, and. Well,
that's why, I'm the voice of sanity here, and, there's a saying in medicine, by the way, Zandra, when you hear hoofbeats, you think about horses before you think about zebras, because, you think about the most common things before you start thinking about weird stuff. And I'm telling you, the most common thing is brachial plexus syndrome. Just do a Google search for that and see if the symptoms fit. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. And give me a call back with a report. I got to move on here. I appreciate it.
That ankle tingling stuff. What is that?
Yeah, well, I don't know. That.
I don't either.
Well, I don't either.
It's not constant, but it's just every blue moon.
So you've been out of your calcium, though, for a while.
I have been. I'm
going to bet you that when you're regular with your calcium, that all of this is going to just go away.
Perfect.
All right, so check it out, Xandra. Keep up the good work, and, we need you in Chicago. Teresa from Iowa is up next about a kidney transplant. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Teresa, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Thank you. Want to say real quick, if I lose you, my phone went dead.
Okay.
I have a 42-year-old niece who was born with one kidney, and, of course, that went bad, so she had a transplant about 8 months ago.
Yeah.
And she's really open to changing her diet and everything to be healthy, to support this kidney so it will stay good. So, but she's on a limited budget, so I need to know, other than eliminate the 10 bad foods, what could she do?
The Ultimate Daily Capsules. And the easiest way to give her all 90 essential nutrients is the Classic 90-pack. So give her the Classic 90-pack and the Ultimate Daily Capsules every month. Have her eliminate the 10 bad foods. And then she can, she's on a budget. She can become a longevity distributor, and we'll show her how to make $1,000 a month in 3 months, because we can do that.
Okay.
And in the meantime, she can do a little homework on antioxidants in food. And antioxidants are a really important thing for kidney health. And antioxidants, it's like the fire department of the body, the antioxidants. And inflammation, chronic low-grade inflammation hurts the kidney, hurts everything. But in her case, ostensibly, it's hurt the kidney. So anything she can do to bolster her body's fire department is a good idea. And on a limited budget, it's an easy thing to do, because if she just, for instance, added cinnamon or curry powder, these things are high in antioxidants, and it would benefit her to do that. And if she switched from white wine to red wine, she'd get more antioxidants. If she switched from coffee to green tea, she'd get more antioxidants. If she switched from light-skinned fruit, like if she switched from bananas to blueberries, dark-skinned fruits, she'd get more antioxidants. So she needs to do a little homework about antioxidants, foods that are rich in antioxidants, and she needs to start to eat those. She needs to eliminate the 10 bad foods, and I'd start her on the Classic 90-pack plus the Ultimate Daily Caps. But, she is, in my opinion, a perfect candidate for the business, because people that are, really kind of on the edge financially, even when they start making $200 extra a month, it's like a big deal to them. I mean, it's a big deal. So I would show her the business opportunity. I'd bring her in at the $10 level, and show her the ropes. That's how I would handle it.
Now she's on the anti-rejection drugs, of course.
And the anti-rejection drugs will work better in a body that's nutrified.
Okay.
Everybody thinks that, because, and you think about it, it kind of makes sense, right? Because the stuff that we advocate are essential nutrients. The body needs them. Your body needs these nutrients. They're not optional. You need them every day in order for your body to be healthy. And so when your body is healthy, it's able to tolerate prescription medication better. So the more nutrified somebody's body is most of the time, the more efficient the prescription medications work if they really do need to take them. And she really needs to take the anti-rejection medicine. It will work better for her over time, and she'll have a much better outcome than she would if she didn't do that.
Okay, great. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thanks for the phone call. And, hey, guess what? Your phone didn't die. Pretty good. All right, Adelaide from Virginia is up next with a high blood pressure question, I think.
How you doing?
Hey, good. Thanks for the call. What's up?
Yeah, I don't know where to start from. I have a high blood pressure for almost 10 years. And I purchased the Body Start vitamins. They give me the Tangerine and then EFA and then Beyond Osteos 90 Life. And I've been taking for more than 2 weeks now, and my pressure is so high. It's like 230 over 126.
All right, well, Alade, so number one, you haven't been doing the program long enough. And number two, I have to make sure you're taking the proper amounts, because if you're not taking the proper amounts, we're kind of spitting into the wind here. So what's your current body weight?
My current body weight is 221.
Okay, and the OsteoFX that you have, is it a powder? Is it a white powder, or is it a liquid?
It's a white powder.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do with the white powder. I want you to put 2 scoops of that, 2 scoops, into 8 ounces of water.
Okay.
4 times a day.
Okay.
For 7 days.
Okay.
And you have a blood pressure cuff at home?
Yeah.
All right. So measure your blood pressure every day for 7 days.
Okay.
When you take that stuff, 2 scoops in 8 ounces of water 4 times a day. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And see if your blood pressure comes down. I think it's going to. That will kind of give me more information about what to do to move forward. And also, there are foods that, if you continue to eat them, will interfere with your blood. They'll make your blood pressure worse. It will hurt your body. So there are 10 foods that you need to stop eating, right?
Okay.
Did anybody tell you about that?
Yeah, they told me about that. I don't eat canned food at all anyway.
So you don't eat wheat, barley, rye, or oats?
No, I eat rice. That's my favorite, so that's something that I eat a lot.
Okay, good. And no fried food, right?
Actually, I'm from Africa, so we fry the stew. We have stew that you use oil.
Well,
I use olive oil.
Yeah, well, you have to stop that, Alade, because it's incorrect information. Cook with butter, or cook with lard if you want to, or any type of animal fat, but no olive oil. Do not cook with olive oil. Do not eat olive oil. It's going to hurt you.
Okay.
No kidding. And I know this is a big eye-opener for people, because everybody thinks olive oil is such a good food.
Okay.
And everybody's wrong. It's not a good food. It's a bad food, and you should stop eating it. So if you want to just kind of see whether I'm right or not, stop all olive oil for 4 weeks in a row. Just don't have any of it for 4 weeks in a row. And then after the 4 weeks are up, start cooking with olive oil just on one day and see how you feel.
Okay. And my second question is, I also have something in my right side of my stomach that is like moving like a baby is in my stomach, moving every day.
It's in the right side of your stomach?
Yeah, right side of my stomach.
Yeah, you're going to have, I would go to a chiropractor. I would find a chiropractor near you, and I would go to them and have them poke around and see if they can tell you what it is. Things like that, you need to have, somebody check out that you're in the presence of. And the first, second, third, and fourth people I would go to is either a naturopathic doctor or a chiropractor. And since we're not licensed in Virginia, I'd find a chiropractor a law day and have them poke around and see if they can't give you a heads up, okay?
Okay, sure.
All right. Hey, thanks for the phone call. I appreciate you very much. Arizona's calling. That must be Deborah from Arizona. Hey, Deborah, thanks for the phone call. You are live.
Thank you for taking my call. I'm calling. I've been on the program for about 2 weeks myself. However, tried to follow Dr. Wallach's instructions by taking the tangerine or something it's called.
Yeah.
And the bone, the other one's for the bone.
Yeah.
However, those products don't seem to work for me. I have diarrhea. So I cut back just taking it, just a tablespoon or sipping it slowly, and I still have diarrhea. So I've stopped taking the product altogether, and I'm fine now. So.
Okay, so this is an indication that you need to stop eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Okay. That's why that supplement was giving you a hard time. It's not the supplement, it was your body's inability to absorb it. And that also... Go ahead.
I haven't been on wheat for years.
Well, how old are you?
65.
Yeah, so how long ago did you stop eating wheat?
Since 2003.
Okay, so, all right, so you've got like 50 years of damage that you're trying to get on the other side of. And there's a way that you can do that. Stick around. I'll dial that in for you when we come back. Finishing it up today, April 21st, 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I think we have time for finish up Deborah and then get to Danny in Ohio. All right, hold on here. Deborah, are you still with me? Come on in, Deborah.
I'm here.
Okay, good. So, have you done probiotics at all in your lifetime?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay, so, there's a way to support and promote the structure and function of your intestinal tract, and that's what's at play here, your intestinal tract. If your intestinal tract was healthy, a small dose of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine would be no problem whatsoever. So if I were you, what I would do is I would get a longevity product called Root Beer Belly. I would get one box of that, and I would do one packet of Root Beer Belly right before bed. You sprinkle these little tiny crystals, you sprinkle them on your tongue, and then you swallow them. It tastes exactly like a root beer, exactly like a root beer. There's another product called Maquis Plus, MAQUI Plus, and I would get 2 bottles of that. I would do 1 ounce of that twice a day. I would do 1 root beer belly a day, and I would get 1 bottle of EFA Plus. EFA Plus, that's a fish oil capsule. I would do 1 capsule 3 times a day with food. So I do the EFA Plus, I would do the Maquis Plus, and I would do the root beer belly every day for 4 weeks. Every day for 4 weeks, and then I would try the Beyond Tangy Tangerine again. Did you have the blue bottle of Beyond Tangy Tangerine or the orange bottle of Beyond Tangy Tangerine?
Oh, orange.
The orange, yeah, that's interesting because that's the least problematic of the 2. So that's how I would handle it. I would give your intestinal tract some support, and that's how I would do it. I would do it with the root beer belly, the essential fatty acid plus, and the Maquis Plus for 4 weeks. Stay off of all 10 bad foods, and then try the Beyond Tangy Tangerine again. Your intestinal tract needs a little help.
Where do you find the 10 bad foods at?
Oh, just go to my website, fireyourmdnow.com. Scroll down on the front page until you see the link for it, and it's free. Just click on the link and follow the instructions, and life is good.
Okay. And will this product have anything to do, because I was just telling Dr. Wallach I had thyroid cancer, It was diagnosed in 1994. So, but I'm cancer-free for the last 20 years. So would any of this have anything to do with it?
Yeah, it could, most definitely. You know, so what this means is that from our point of view, people don't get thyroid cancer or prostate cancer or breast cancer because you have these organs. Cancer develops like renal cell carcinoma because you've been eating all the wrong foods all the time, and your body doesn't have the nutrition necessary to stay ahead of the chronic inflammation. So because the thyroid gland was involved here, are you taking levothyroxine now?
No, I'm not on any medication at this time.
Yeah, okay. So Youngevity's selenium would be a very smart thing for you to do. Youngevity's selenium. I would get 1 bottle per 100 pounds of body weight per month.
I have selenium.
Well, I would take it. How much do you weigh?
Last time I weighed was 180 pounds.
Yeah, so I would take, if you can afford it, I would take 12 selenium a day. 12 selenium a day. Get a handle of that list. Eliminate all 10 bad foods. Do the Mackey Plus and the root beer belly. And then give me a shout back in about 4 weeks with an update, and I will look forward to that. I didn't have enough time to get to Danny in Ohio's call, but Danny, if you call me first thing tomorrow, I will pick you up right at the top of the show. I appreciate your patience. There's only so many hours in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for your support. Thanks for listening. Tell everybody in your life about this show, because guess what? They need to know. T-minus not even 72 hours and counting for the Youngevity Annual Convention this year in Anaheim, California. Leaving here in a couple days, going to be there myself in person. Looking forward to seeing you there. Until then, I remain your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden, over and out. Live long and prosper.